the RAM Report. Harriton's leading news program. Live from the television studio. With anchors Natalie Goldstein and Jin Wong.
Good morning, Harriton. Welcome into the RAM Report. I'm Natalie Goldstein.
And I'm Jin Wong. Moving right into the news, a new mural completed in Ardmore in September. The work titled Birdsong, created by a Lehigh University professor. Here's Sam Franchik with the story.
In the heart of Ardmore, a new mural was just painted as part of the transformation of Schlafly Plaza.
And my work is about bird migration and climate change, so it's all that kind of awareness building.
Lehigh art professor Deirdre Murphy based the design on data sets of bird migration patterns.
And I thought, oh my goodness, like how cool would it be not to just put those in a painting, but put them in a mural, right? And so then it was the summer of doing these design iterations, and then, we came up with them and the township approved them, and then there we go.
The group received a grant from Better Block, a nonprofit that helps reshape public spaces. Their goal is to help decrease emissions, bring opportunities to local business, and get people to spend more time outdoors.
I painted all the fuchsia shapes, and then I also cut any other colors, so if it looked a little messy, I'd go in with the color and make sure that the shapes were clean and not messy.
Murphy chose students from Lehigh to help her paint the mural.
Because then each of the students got to kind of do a little bit of their own riff, but they kept true to the data set.
The mural will remain in place until construction begins on the redesign of Schlafly Plaza. In Ardmore, Sam Ferencik, HarritonTV.
Thanks, Sam. Such an awesome piece of art. Moving on to Harriton News, you might have noticed a new course on your Schoology dashboard. The Harriton Hub page allows for quick access to building and grade resources such as morning announcements, letter day schedules, and more.
In other news, on October 17th, Harriton hosted RAM Cafe Live, its first open mic night. Diana Ramley has the details. Diana?
2 weeks ago, Harriton held its first open mic night after school on Friday. The event featured several performances from Harriton musicians and served coffees and refreshers from the brew crew throughout. I attended the event and heard from Olivia Nunez, the founder of the event herself.
Hi, I'm Olivia Nunez, and I am the director, inventor of RAM Cafe Live. How did you come up with this idea? What inspired you? So this idea was inspired by something that Haverford has called Coffee House. Haverford High School does not have a coffee house. We, on the other hand, do have a brew crew. So I thought it would be a fun idea to have an open mic while the brew crew is open, so you can come and support whatever cause that we're raising money for, and then buy coffee.
And what sort of atmosphere are you hoping to create with RAM Cafe? So the spirit of Harriton, a lot of people say that it's non-existent. I disagree with that. If you were at the soccer game that happened a few weeks ago, the environment was incredible. And I really want to mimic environments like that, where people run onto the field. And I mean, in this case, not run onto the stage, but just be really excited to see their friends perform, really excited to be there, right? Really excited to support Harriton.
Will there be another RAM Cafe later in the year?
Yeah, so for this year, there will be 4 RAM Cafe Lives, and this one was the first one, so there'll be 3 more throughout the year, and the forum is ever running, so continue to sign up as much as you'd like.
The night, as Olivia mentioned, is intended to fundraise for Harriton events. Last Friday, the majority of profits went to Harriton's big event in February, Dr. Harriton. Additionally, I heard from many of the performers, including student musicians and even Mr. Warschauer. Okay, so what's your name and what instrument are you playing tonight?
I'm Tommy, I'm playing the alto and soprano saxophone.
I'm Ria and I'm playing the flute.
I'm Naveen and I'm playing the drums.
Tonight we're performing the Swingy Entertainer and the Monsters Inc. theme.
I'm Jaden Tan.
I'm Celine. I'm Olivia. Me and Olivia will be singing today while Jaden is playing the piano.
And we are going to be playing When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars and Stay by Rihanna.
I'm Haley Sun. And my name's Lauren Yee. And we performed Love Like You from Steven Universe and City of Stars from La La Land.
Hey, this is Mr. Warschauer, Harriton acting principal. Oh, I performed the song One More Life by Linkin Park. And then kind of the spirit moved me, so I played Wonderwall.
And why did you choose these songs?
I usually like to play songs that I've listened to recently. I was not planning on playing guitar tonight. I thought my child was coming to play guitar. I was just going to sing, but then my child couldn't come, so I did both.
Well, we all just really like music in general, and we love the environment that it brings, and we want everyone to just have a fun time, so we're excited.
And how did you guys prepare for your performance?
We did every other day lunch and learn for like one learn, and then we just went over it over and over again.
Yeah.
Until we got it right.
So we met after school about 3 times over the course of the last 2 weeks.
Congratulations to all of the talented performers that night. And make sure to stay on the lookout for future RAM cafes. That's all from me today. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Diana. Next Tuesday, Harriton students will be off from school for Election Day. Throughout the day, Township residents will be casting their ballots for the Lower Merion School Board, among other officials.
The contenders for the board had an opportunity to answer questions from the ISC Candidates Forum on October 9th. Here's HarritonTV political correspondent Pedram Bigdeli with the story.
On Tuesday, November 4th, millions of Americans will head to the polls to vote in this year's municipal elections. For Lower Merion residents, there's a lot to look forward to. The local tax collector, judges, and the school board election. There are 4 Democrats, 3 Republicans, and 1 independent who is appearing on the Republican ballot due to winning their primary. They are competing for 4 seats in this election. On October 9th, the Inter-School Council hosted a debate with the candidates in our very own auditorium. After the school board debate forum, we caught up with 3 of the candidates: Democrat and current school board president Carrie Sontner, Republican Omar Deckel, and independent Jacob Rudolph.
I'm Carrie Sontner. I'm the president of the Lower Merion School Board.
And how do you think today's debate forum went?
I think it went great. I think what was really impressive was how well the students ran it. I think everybody in the room was respectful of the dialogue and discussion. I will say I would really like the students to fact check some of the data that they saw up there tonight, because looking at these data points all the time, I was hearing different data points that I was questioning.
Give your opponent's answers were like surprising in any way to you?
No, not that much. I think the points are known. There's different perspectives that are being brought into this. Each one comes with their own life experience and professional experience. So it's interesting to see how all these things together provide a really balanced view.
How do you think today's debate went?
I think very solid. I believe that all of the candidates up there performed very well. I have to give a huge shout out to just the complexity of the answers and how well nuanced they were. I think it was a very solid debate, and I hope that people got a lot out of it. I look forward to competing with them this November.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you guys.
The Democratic candidates emphasized defending public education in the face of potential cuts by the federal government, maintaining and expanding diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, maintaining and supporting students with IEPs, and emphasized their steady leadership with 2 of their candidates, Carrie Sontner and Anna Shurak, already being on the school board. The Republican candidates called for more transparency between the board and parents, increasing prioritization of special education, maintaining fiscal responsibility in the face of potential budget cuts, and increasing training on anti-Semitism and other forms of discrimination. The independent, Jacob Rudolph, seconded this call for increasing prioritization of special education, talking about his own experiences having to fight the district in court in order to receive an IEP. He also called on the board to remain nonpartisan. Many of our seniors will be able to vote for the first time ever in this election. Unfortunately, the date to register to vote has already passed. However, if you are registered, make sure to remember to either vote in person on November 4th or mail in your ballot. This is Pedram Bigdeli, back to the news desk.
Thanks, Pedram. Next up, we have Eddie in the studio to give us more information on the North Narberth Avenue Bridge. Eddie?
The bridge crossing the Amtrak Railroad on North Narberth Avenue will begin reconstruction after 6 years of closure. Originally built in 1887, the bridge has connected North and Downtown Narberth to South Narberth until 2019, when it was closed to vehicular traffic due to safety concerns. However, it has been open to pedestrians who cannot drive while observing religious holidays. In July, the Borough Council gave a $735,000 deposit to Amtrak. This consists of only 10% of the total estimated construction costs. The rest of the project will be funded through state and federal funds. The project to replace the bridge started with a town hall on September 30th, 2025. Consultants provided an overview of the project. This week of October 27th, the bridge will be closed to pedestrians for vegetation clearing. Monday and Tuesday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., and Wednesday and Thursday from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. The Borough of Narberth official website has a reconstruction section for more information on the bridge and which officials to contract. The project is expected to take 18 to 24 months to complete.
Moving to Harriton sports, the Rams have been on a roll recently. Numerous teams here currently on deep playoff runs. Trey and Isaac have the latest. Here's On the Rack.
Welcome back to On the Rack. I'm Trey DeMarco. And I'm Isaac Gallas. We got a jam-packed episode for you today, so let's get right into it.
Last Thursday, the girls' field hockey team had a dominant upset against number 1 seeded Springfield in the playoffs. Shout out to Julia Heckman and Claire Cognetti for scoring the 2 goals, and the team's goalie, Maya Gavrin, for shutting down the Cougars offensively.
We had a chance to attend the game against Westchester Ruston a couple weeks ago. Here's what the girls had to say.
So you guys just got a win during your last home game of the season on senior night. Can you just dive into a little bit about how special this moment is for the team and what this means for the team moving forward?
Yeah, it's a really great end to our regular season. We've had the best record that we've had in several years, so to just end this out on a big win with our seniors is just really great, and we're excited for the season.
Yeah, the dynamic of the team this year has been really great, and I think that's a huge part in how well we've performed in our games, and I think it's a big testament to the seniors, and it was really special to celebrate that.
With your amazing season that you guys have had this year, you guys are headed to the playoffs. Can you just go into a little bit on what this win means for you guys, the mindset moving forward?
I think it's really important because this is our last game leading up to playoffs, and playoffs is a lot of pressure, so bringing really high energy in the beginning of the playoff games will be really important to see if we can hold that throughout the game and then win, and that's going to be a big goal going into that, and we would love everyone to come to our home playoff game if you can.
The field hockey team takes on Kennett tomorrow at 6:30 in the 3rd round of the playoffs. We wish them the best of luck.
Tonight, boys varsity soccer faces Radnor at home at 6. The Rams are coming in hot after a big win against Bishop Shanahan in the 1st round of the playoffs.
Here's how it went.
Finally, a group of Harriton students recently united for a charity flag football game.
Reed, can you just break down how you selected teams and how you organize the events across the field?
Yeah, so to start off, I kind of went around lunch, talking to my friends. I picked 8 seniors to be captains, and from there on we did a draft, and it was 6 rounds.
Thanks for joining us.
Each team got 6 picks, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then you guys, it looked like you broke up the field into 2 separate fields and had 2 games going on at a time?
Yeah, so the first, we did 2 games and 2 games because there was 8 teams, and then we did another 2 games, which were the semifinal games, and then we will have the championship game next week.
A portion of the buy-ins from the 53 participants went to Jerseys for Kids, a local charity. All right, I'm here with Jonah Axelman, Cooper Godberg, and Hudson Morgenstern. Boys, as captains of this event of teams, can you guys tell me how you feel this event went?
I think this event went pretty well, but most importantly, I think my boys in black, Rowan, Reed, Henry, and Han, we're just unstoppable, and the chip next week, I mean, come on.
I think the event went great. I think I have a lot of appreciation for all the boys coming out. Like, we got 56 people out here today on really a few day notice.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of arguing and bickering, but we made it work. I do think we should have won that last game. I think the refs made a bad call, but I'm happy the way the event went.
Totally, and Jonah?
Great event, a lot of fun. The orange team will win. We're going to stay humble, and black will be beaten.
Yeah, okay. All right, we'll see you next week.
That's all we have for today's episode of On the Rack. For HarritonTV, I'm Isaac Gallas.
And I'm Trey DeMarco. Back to the news desk.
Congratulations to all the Harriton Fall sports teams, and best of luck to the soccer team tonight.
And that will bring us to the end of today's RAM Report.
Thank you all for watching, and happy Halloween.